The Bold and the Beautiful. Why Thomas Forrester must return. 4 crucial storylines demand his comeback, recast or not. In the unpredictable world of The Bold and the Beautiful, characters come and go, but some exits leave behind gaping holes that can't be ignored. Thomas Forrester is one of those characters. Despite his past controversies, dark turns, and complex relationships, Thomas remains deeply woven into the fabric of the Forrester legacy, and now more than ever, the canvas demands his return. Whether that return comes in the form of a recast or a comeback for Matthew Atkinson, the storylines are screaming for Thomas to be back in Los Angeles, front and center. The show left major threads dangling, and the current arcs are opening doors that only Thomas can walk through. There are 4 major reasons why his return isn't just warranted, it's necessary. 1. The wedding plotline left hanging. Thomas and Paris' future in limbo. Thomas and Paris Buckingham's whirlwind engagement was one of the more unexpected romantic turns B&B has thrown at viewers in recent years. And yet, after all the buzz, tension, and stakes that surrounded that storyline, it abruptly fizzled into silence. The wedding never happened. The build-up, filled with speculation, family reactions, and emotional uncertainty, was left unresolved. That unfinished business hangs in the air like a broken promise. For storytelling integrity alone, this arc needs closure. Will Thomas marry Paris? Or was the engagement a misstep, another sign that Thomas rushes into emotionally charged decisions without fully processing his true feelings? The smarter move here is to walk him back from that altar and let the relationship end. Why? Because keeping Thomas shackled to Paris limits his narrative options. Letting the engagement fall apart, especially off-screen, robs viewers of the juicy fallout that would naturally follow. The breakup could be deeply personal, messy, and revealing, particularly if it results from Thomas realizing his heart lies elsewhere. That elsewhere could very well be Hope Logan, especially now that she's facing a life-changing emotional storm. 2. Hope is on the brink of grief, and Thomas belongs by her side if B&B follows through on the terminal illness storyline for Liam Spencer. Hope Logan is on the verge of losing one of the central figures in her life. Whether viewers agree or not, Liam and Hope's connection spans years, children, betrayals, and reconciliations. Losing Liam will devastate her. And as she begins that descent into mourning, the question becomes, who will be there to pick up the pieces? Enter Thomas Forrester. The show has repeatedly flirted with the idea that Thomas is Hope's true partner, her creative soulmate, a man who sees and loves her without reservations. Their connection through Douglas, their professional chemistry, their shared dreams for family, it's all still there, buried under the ashes of past mistakes. With Liam's death, the door swings open for a natural, emotionally charged reunion between Hope and Thomas. But for that to happen, Thomas needs to be back in Los Angeles. He needs to come home with Douglas, not just to give his son time with family during a crisis, but to ground Hope through her grief. Thomas comforting Hope would be authentic, cathartic, and narratively rich. If he returns newly single fresh from ending things with Paris, it creates the perfect foundation for a Hope/Thomas love story reborn in tragedy. 3. Steffi needs her brother now more than ever. Steffi Forrester is navigating treacherous waters. With Liam dying, the emotional burden of co-parenting Kelly in this transition is immense. Steffi is trying to hold it together for her daughter, for Finn, for Hope, and for the family legacy, but she can't do it alone. She needs grounding. She needs support. And that support has always come, in some form, from her brother. Thomas and Steffi share one of the few genuinely loyal sibling bonds in the series. He's her sounding board, her co-conspirator, and at times, her only defender when the walls close in. as she prepares for the potential fallout of Liam's death not just emotionally, but socially and psychologically. Thomas would be the only person who truly understands her dual roles as mother and Forrester. Add Luna Nozawa into the equation, and the situation becomes even messier. The truth about Luna's parentage is inching closer to full revelation, and the wave of chaos she's about to bring to the Forrester circle could rock the foundation of Steffi's control. Thomas's return now would allow him to anchor Steffi during the upcoming chaos. Whether Luna's issues explode professionally or personally, Steffi is going to need someone fiercely loyal in her corner, and that has always been Thomas. 4. Ridge and Taylor's possible remarriage. The family circle must be whole. Hints are being dropped all over the canvas that Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester may be heading toward yet another romantic reunion. And this time, the signs are stronger than ever. Eric Forrester has openly questioned Ridge's lack of commitment to Taylor, pointing out that a real man puts a ring on it, something Ridge has failed to do. Taylor, ever composed and patient, has played the waiting game long enough. Ridge may finally step up. If that proposal is coming, and if the show intends to take us down the road to another Ridge/Taylor wedding, there is no reason Thomas shouldn't be there. He is their son. He has a right and a narrative purpose to be a part of that family milestone. Weddings are not just about love. They are catalysts for drama, conflict, and catharsis. Thomas attending Ridge and Taylor's wedding can spark new tensions with Brooke, reignite old rivalries, and even accelerate his romantic journey with Hope if she's invited too. Leaving Thomas off-screen during such a crucial family event would be a betrayal of the character's significance. His presence brings balance, drama, and legacy to a story that would otherwise feel hollow. Whether as Ridge's best man, the voice of reason, or the instigator of a family secret, Thomas must be there. The case for a recast. If Matthew Atkinson doesn't return, even if Matthew Atkinson is unavailable or unwilling to return to the role, the bold and the beautiful should not let that deter them. Thomas is not a disposable character. He has been recast before. He will be recast again if necessary. The weight of current storylines, the unfinished wedding, Hope's grief, Steffi's unraveling world, and the possible Forrester wedding extravaganza all hinge on Thomas being present. Delaying his return weakens the impact. Recasting now not only ensures continuity, but allows fresh energy and interpretation of the character at a critical moment. There are few characters who can believably interact with every core legacy family on the show. Thomas is one of them. He can spar with Brooke, reconnect with Hope, stabilize Steffi, advise Douglas, challenge Finn, rebuild with Ridge, and be a sounding board for Taylor. He is woven into the show's DNA. And right now, when the entire canvas is shifting, his absence is louder than ever. Conclusion. Bring back Thomas. The stories demand it. There are moments in soap operas where a character's return doesn't just make sense, it becomes essential. This is that moment for Thomas Forrester. The unresolved engagement with Paris, the heartbreak looming for Hope, the mounting pressure on Steffi, and the potential wedding of Ridge and Taylor all point to one undeniable truth: Thomas must come back. He is the missing piece in multiple arcs. He is the necessary counterbalance to chaos. He is the one with unfinished business in love, in family, and in legacy. Whether it's Matthew Atkinson stepping back into the role or a new face carrying the Forrester name forward, B&B needs Thomas on screen. Now, the stories are ready. The emotions are boiling. And the audience is waiting.